Okay, y'all, episode 151. Welcome you guys to just a normal episode of On the Record Podcast. I am DJ Intence, host with the most. I'm Walt to the left of me.
We're back at it again.
Yeah, man. That was our NBA talk segment. Big shout out to you guys, and ask for the NBA. Let's jump right into it, shall we? You know how we guys gonna give it up to you. We got some current events going on. We got news going on. So we gotta give you guys the word.
It's wilding.
The gospel.
Planet Earth. It's crazy out here.
So, my first story. So, if you guys remember last week, I told you guys about voting, right?
Vote.
That you gotta go vote.
Yes.
I don't care who's your candidate. You gotta go vote. Don't let the couch win.
No.
That's the three candidates that's in the election this year. Biden, Trump, and the couch. All right? And for some people, the couch is winning. And they want to complain later. Cast your ballot.
I agree.
Do I like how Biden handled the Palestine-Israel thing? No, I don't. Right? I like it neither, but Donald Trump did much worse. Don't let that man fool you. And he has all those cases going on.
Oh, yeah.
That he's going to jail. He's going to jail. Did you know, Walt, that as a felon, I can become president of the United States?
But you can't vote.
Yep. Or I can have a job. Make it make sense.
It's no different when you can, go to the army and lose your life, but you can't drink till you're 21.
Yep.
Really, really backwards.
Yes, we are. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I was telling you guys, imploring you guys to go vote. The reason why I said that was a Supreme Court rules against a Warner Music Group in copyright damages case. On May 9th, 2024, the United States Supreme Court ruled in favor of a Miami producer in a legal fight with Warner Music Group over a song by Flo Rida. The ruling resolves a dispute over the time limit for claiming monetary damages in copyright cases. What copyright cases are, guys, is basically saying that someone stole your work and put it in their work. Whether that may be art, maybe in literature, maybe in a song.
Yep.
Anything that kind of copyright, maybe in a design on the clothing. They take your design, put it on their stuff. That's what this is about.
Absolutely.
The 6-3 ruling, authored by liberal Justice Ellen Kagan, favored producer Sherman Neely in the lower court's decision. Neely sued Warner Music Group in Florida federal court in 2018. Neely's labels own the rights to electro dance song called Jam the Box by Tony Butler, aka Pretty Tony. Flo Rida used the song in his 2008 song In the Air. Neely sued Warner Music Group because they took an invalid license to the Jam the Box from Butler, his former business partner, while Neely himself was incarcerated for cocaine distribution. The producer requested damages from copyright infringement dating back to 2008. I'm going to play you guys a song. So the reason why he sued him is because the man was in jail. And because he was in jail, he couldn't file the paperwork
to sue him.
Forget the song.
Yeah.
When they went to this man for the record.
Yep.
But they went to the partner of the record, not to both of them.
Gotcha.
Even though he still owns rights to the song.
Yeah.
Because he was in jail, you get to claim it.
Yeah, gotcha.
So the song I have right here, I'm going to download it. Pull it up right now. So this is Pretty Tony's. It's called Jam the Box. Get the record. Hold on, y'all. Pop it on right now. This was a very popular record in the 80s. This follows that Miami drum and bass kind of vibe going on. We'll get straight to it. You know what I mean? Follows that style. You know what I'm saying? The drum and bass. So this is Floor Rider's song. It's called "In the Air." It's with will.i.am and Fergie.
I need them coins. I need them coins. Run me my paper. Give me my songwriting credit.
What you talking about?
Need them. Need that. Need that.
What you mean? What you mean?
You took an excerpt of my work. I want my name in the writer's
Ayer,
credits, and I want my compensation. That's just how that works.
Well, this is the easiest run I can do right here.
Yeah,
you won.
Open and shut case, man. It's like the blindness on the windowsill. That's it. Yeah.
From opening time, I would have heard the record like.
Oh man, shoot.
So you didn't get the proper paperwork?
Shoot.
Remember Cisco and the Thong song?
Listen.
He said, "That's my man. It's okay. I can do that." You sure now? Then we gotta make sure this stuff is right. Nah. He's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, if I was a judge out there, like, oh man, I'm gonna end this schedule before my lunch break. Yeah. You kidding me? And congratulations, Cisco. You played yourself. And you know what's the worst part about that situation?
They warned him.
They warned him. They're like, yo, you should get this checked out. Your team did their job to put you on a situation that you decided to brush off, and you missed on so much money. The guy said, "Wait, hold on, man. That's the important part of the song right there. I'm gonna need some of that."
You drop me somewhere, I stand on business.
That's what the
Not
man said.
personal, just business.
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
He went to that courtroom.
Yeah,
I need that.
You thought you was about to leave a lyric, a very popular global lyric, in a song that you're making that ended up becoming a hit, and people were just not gonna say nothing about it? In what world? In what world?
Can't do nothing with them. Can't do anything with them.
Terrible.
Is what it is. A federal judge decided Neely can only recover damages only for infringement that happened during the 3 years before he filed the lawsuit, based in the U.S. statute of limitations for bringing a copyright infringement case after discovering a claim. The Atlanta 11th Circuit Court of Appeals reversed the decision, so there was no bar to damages in a timely action. The Supreme Court upheld the 11th Circuit Court's ruling. So the Copyright Act entitles a copyright owner to recover damages for a timely claim. 3 of the conservative judges on the panel, Gorshon, Thomas, and Alito, was trying to vote against Neely due to the discovery rule in the copyright case. So essentially they were saying that, hey, it's too late that you discovered this stuff before, after you came out of prison. But it doesn't matter. That's my work. I don't care if I was in a hole in the wall for a bunch of years. If someone takes my work and I know about it later, come back to get it. There should be no loophole clause for that.
There shouldn't be any statute of limitations when it comes to your work. That's a dangerous precedent. You know how many different loopholes you could set in that?
Yes.
To be honest with you, because in my opinion, if it's out there and I've filed and I have all the necessary paperwork and I have ownership to these records or whatever medium my art is in, I don't care what the circumstance I was in. You're not gonna tell me, oh, it's too late for you to make a claim. So it's too late for me to make a claim. But meanwhile, this person, took a excerpt of my work, and then made it into his own, and they're able to profit off the success of this record year in, year out, and I just get nothing. What are we talking about?
That's what they try to rule. That's why I be telling y'all.
Yeah,
it's important to go vote.
You're right.
Because look what happened right there. For others out there.
But the thing is,
I'm just saying, it's sometimes you thinking too small. You gotta think grand picture.
But it's messy, and it's also hypocritical because this would never fly.
No.
This would never fly to music.
I
label that
guarantee you,
down.
if one of those justices had a piece of work that somebody took of theirs that tried to vote against for this guy,
this would never fly.
They would never fly.
It would never fly.
So don't try to play poo-poo this man and try to work on big business for that. No.
Nah.
You took something from me. I deserve my profit from it.
Yeah, period.
Sorry. It's not my fault you guys did the paperwork right.
Yeah, it's just business.
Just business. Don't fight me on it.
No.
They're trying to fight him on it.
It's crazy.
Say, oh, you can only get up to this amount of time.
No.
No way, bro.
No.
I've been, no.
No.
Since that song first dropped, I should get claimed for that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Pay me.
See, that's another thing too. And I hope a lot of these old acts have the right person scouting, looking through these. I don't know how they do it, but scouting, looking through like who's sampling what,
Yeah,
and whatnot. Because, bro, that thing is like obvious. It's not like this thing was like flipped backwards or rearranged or interpolalized.
interpolation.
Interpolation or anything like that. This was just like, this is a straight lift, bro.
It was a loop,
You know.
and you put it into the song, and I deserve my cut out the song. Sorry.
Shit, out here wilding, bro. These labels think they are. Hey, nah. Get that man that chicken, man.
I'm just saying.
That bag is heavy, you know.
You
Lighten
can lighten the load a little bit.
you know.
Empty the pockets.
That's it, man.
Your turn, my boy.
All right.
So yeah, Warner Music Group.
Congratulations, you played yourselves.
The federal government said,
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
give him his money.
About me, my chicken.
I want the money by Monday.
All right. Shout out to I think it's called Rudders. .com.
Yeah, they're pretty good news source. I like them.
U.S. arrests 2 Chinese nationals in a $73 million crypto scam.
Oh my God.
U.S. authorities charged 2 Chinese nationals in a cryptocurrency scam that laundered at least $73 million from defrauded victims.
First, we had the pastor doing cryptocurrency schemes.
I'm not surprised pastors are doing.
Then we had crypto exchanges going to scam people. Now we got 2 Chinese nationalists scamming people out of money.
They're gonna get it, whether it's by hook or by crook. They're gonna get it. They're gonna find a way.
See, I'm in the crypto space.
Yep.
I see the potential of crypto,
Yeah.
but I also see the downside of crypto because of things like this.
Absolutely.
It is because cryptocurrency is based on popularity.
Yeah.
It's not really based on a type of currency, some of fiat backing. It's based on what it's there for.
Yeah.
So anybody can make a coin on crypto and call it. Let's say I want to call it the OTR coin, and I pump it up for popularity, and I get it to market to Floyd or somebody. What's our OTR coin? Oh, you can buy it on this cryptocurrency exchange. See the dangers with that?
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
U.S. officials arrested Ying Chang Zhang in Los Angeles on Thursday. This was Thursday of last week, Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Darren Lee, a dual citizen of China, and St. Kitts and Nevis was arrested at the Atlanta airport in April. The U.S. accused the 2 of being involved in a type of cryptocurrency investment scam known as pig butchering, which has become a global billion-dollar industry. And for those who don't know what pig butchering is, in the definition that I looked up on Google earlier today, it comes from the scammers' practice of fattening up their victims by building trust over time before, quote, slaughtering them and stealing their money.
So essentially, they're just taking the coin, exchange it out, and devalue it later, so that the people that got scammed are stuck holding worthless coins.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. The defendants allegedly instructed co-conspirators to open U.S. bank accounts in the name of shell companies. The victims were persuaded online into depositing money into the accidents and were and were then laundered through U.S. financial institutions to bank accounts in the Bahamas. Lee and Zhang are both charged with conspiracy to commit money laundering and 6 counts of international money laundering. If convicted, the defendants face a maximum of 20 years in prison on each count.
Sounds about right.
Bruh. Listen, we all want to get to the soft life. But if the end of it is 20 years on each count, I'll work this pavement. Yo, I'll get on my grizzly and get to it. This ain't it, Chief. This ain't it, and this ain't for a lot of reasons. Not just like for the sake of your freedom, but for your moral conscience. All right, you got a whole bunch of people. A lot of them are naive to this, and this probably goes to like a different generational thing. We've seen too many different instances of people being robbed out of their livelihoods, their savings, and what they got to retire. And me, I'm just built with a conscience. These are things I can't get into. Think about it. They scammed $73 million, bro.
These are some wealthy people they scammed, of course.
And the manner where they were going about it was to be real personable and friendly and understanding, and just get these people to just keep on putting money. They just keep on putting money over time. And next thing you know, their whole livelihood is ripped right from underneath them.
The type of clientele they're dealing with are people are willing to put money into this thing they have going on. That's willing to lose. That's one thing I learned about investing. Only put money you're willing to lose. Granted, the number seems such a large number, but they're willing to put into that. They're not dealing with like everyday people.
No.
They're dealing with millionaires that of the highest order that know people in that position for them to get founded. Have this been like that pastor in Brooklyn, that preacher guy that got caught with his scandal, his nonsense stuff? What's the bishop? Oh my gosh, the Brooklyn pastor that got robbed on his webcam series.
No, you're talking about, I just don't know.
I forgot the name too.
Listen, those type of individuals in
that's small crime.
That position of power and influence, they are among the scum of the earth.
Yes,
like
these Chinese nationalist guys, I guarantee you, they were dealing with some CEOs, some wealthy individuals that had money to burn and wanted to increase their profits. Got greedy and trusted these individuals with that, only for them to get burned. And this is probably a global thing. I guarantee it's not an American thing. It's a global thing.
Oh, definitely.
So they're probably dealing with doctors, business CEO owners.
Oh, yeah.
People that own companies. And we're not talking about a local plumbing company.
The elite of the elite.
Yeah. We're probably talking about not the elite, but people in that realm. The lower half of that. So you have your A people like the Warren Buffetts. Yeah. These guys, they're probably dealing with like the Fs.
Okay. All right. I see what you're saying.
They're still worth something.
Yeah.
But they're not Buffett level worth. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So, and when people invest money like that, they expect high returns. And I guarantee you, when these guys talk to these people about the ROI, and we can really get that back. Wow, sign me up. It's better than put it in the market. The market's 7 or 8%. On the bond, I can get only 8-9%. You know what I'm saying? Hand those numbers, and now you got caught in a scam. Yeah. And worthless coins.
So it's so easy to get caught up.
Very easy. Okay, it's my turn.
Yep.
Again, voting
is essential.
Essential. It's not optional, it's mandatory. It is your right if you don't want to vote or not. I'm just saying. So, Texas governor pardons an ex-Army sergeant convicted of killing a Black Lives Matter protester. Mr. Abbott, you strike again, sir. Texas Governor Greg Abbott issued a full pardon for Daniel Perry. If you guys remember, we talked about this in the pod a couple years ago. Perry in 2020 shot an armed demonstrator. Abbott and the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles pardoned him and even restored the man's firearm rights. Yes, they did. Perry was sentenced to prison on a 25-year sentence since his 2023 conviction in killing Garrett Foster. Both Perry and Foster were both in the armed forces, where Perry was in the Army and Foster was in the Air Force. Also, both Perry and Foster are both white males. Perry at the time was working as a rideshare driver when his car approached the demonstration in Austin, Texas. The prosecutors of the case claimed that Perry could have easily driven away from the protest to go around it, but he chose to confront the protesters and Mr. Foster. So remember, this is the guy, Perry, that actually tried to drive through him, and Foster approached him on some tip like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? And the two got in a confrontation. Perry says that Foster put his gun on him, but multiple witnesses, even Foster's wife, who was black, and multiple witnesses who were there, state that Foster never raised his gun at Mr. Perry at all, due to the evidence that was presented in the case. A jury of his peers convicted Perry of murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, but Governor Abbott called it self-defense. Perry only served a year in prison, and then he got pardoned last week the 18th. He got pardoned on the 18th and got released in the same day.
That's wild.
So imagine you killing somebody, being convicted for it, and getting pardoned for it.
That means my influence was deep out here.
Texas, you strike again. A man murdered somebody. Murdered him, cold blood.
And y'all just say what's up.
Got a slap on the wrist and say, oh, because, it went against BLM. They're intruding, our freedoms. The Black Lives Matter, they're a bunch of rioters. Bunch of no-gooders. Bunch of DEIers.
Oh, man.
Trying to protest for rights. That man didn't do nothing. He does a favor.
I don't get the train of thought. It's a lot of.
I'm just saying that's what it was. That man didn't stuff out that man's rights. He did us a favor. That boy deserves a medal.
Yeah.
Now look at him now. Look at him now. I'm just saying, folks, don't let the couch win. Okay? Don't let the couch win. And Abbott calls Texas a strong stand your ground state. That's not stand your ground. The man murdered the man. Okay? That's it. Well, I don't know what to say, man.
I think listen, I've always, for the most part, I pride myself on being my own man. Like I'm becoming more comfortable with not killing the messenger and while simultaneously killing the message. Like even some of the people that I've been subscribing to, I may not agree with everything, but I just want to hear different points of views. I think we're at a time where like if we don't agree, if we don't have like a lot of things that we agree upon, then a lot of people will just kill the message. Like in your case, I feel like people need to be more savvier in who they're voting for and what they're voting for versus trying to be the sheep voting because the rest of the sheep are voting.
Yeah,
I think that's what's really going on in this moment in time. Like we don't know what we're voting for. We're just trying to vote because everybody else, that may look like us, or will vote this way. And my thing is, at some point, we need to get beyond the fact that, listen, you don't have to like the person who you're voting for. The question is, does his policies and what you're looking for align with what you want? And that's what you really got to ask yourself. I think people get it messed up. Like I said, if they don't like the messenger, they will kill the message, and we need to stop that.
talk about it.
Like it got to a point, like again, I know she's a polarizing figure, but it got me even looking at Candace Owens differently. Like I didn't like the way she handled
You?
Like I said, yeah, I didn't like the way she handled the George Floyd situation, but seeing her stuff on YouTube and how she covers it and things like that, and just sitting down and paying attention to it, there are things that she's covered thus far that I agree with, but there are past things that she did I didn't agree with. Like I didn't agree with her the way the narrative that she used to describe George Floyd as if his life didn't matter. I didn't agree with that. But some of the things that she
but now she's trying to come back to our side. I to get fired from what she said, News One.
No, it was the Ben Shapiro stuff, Daily Wire, and apparently she wasn't. She was justified in what she was saying. It's like the way it's set up is. No.
Stay over there, sis. Don't come over here.
No. I mean, I respect that she stood on her square. Like, she wasn't trying to, like, how people try to say something that their powers that be or their employers might not agree with, and try to get back. She didn't. No, she stayed on her square. She didn't sort of switch up to try to keep her job. And things like that. So my thing is, like, even if that situation didn't work out, what she's doing on YouTube should be fine. But
we'll see.
But I respect that she's not looking to switch up to make people comfortable, or she doesn't have a fear of losing things. There's a lot of people who have a fear of losing things at that level. So regardless if they didn't agree with how she feels about the whole Israel Palestine situation, she stood her square, and pretty much, they offered to Patrick Bet David covered this. She offered to debate against Ben Shapiro's points, and pretty much the Daily Wire, the people who run that, pretty much vetoed against it because essentially they believed that he would lose. So she was open to having the discussion and the debate, but they didn't really like their chances or how the optics of that would be. So it's not happening as far as from what I last checked.
Okay.
But again, I just respect people, even if you may not agree with them. They ain't like on this flip floppy thing to try to to try to get people to like them.
Nope.
I respect. I got a lot of respect for her. I've grown into this. This wasn't me probably a year or two ago when it came to her.
Gotta be more careful out there, man.
Definitely.
All right, y'all. This is SwaveHMG with the song "On Point" with him and Devvon Terrell. Make sure you go get his new project out. It's called "My Love Language Is Weird." And run those numbers up, man. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, it's on everything. Right back with more on the Record Podcast.
Days you violated. And this one's for you. This one for the freak. And you. And you. This one for the freak.
I I know my shawty is the baddest, yeah. Every day I gotta have it, you know I gotta have it. Cause I never find another to replace you. When they see you, I'ma only go hate you. Your shawty is on point, on point, on point, on point, on point. Do you know how you look to me? I was proud being cool to me.
You plus me, the equals better map. When they give you the world, I just need my all that. I'm already bossing, I'm already flossing. Take you anywhere, girl, no matter what the cost is. Brown skin complexion with all the right features. She killin' me some heels and she killin' me some sneakers. Something like a goddess, that's how I see it. You a work of art, I could call you Mona Lisa. When I look at you, think of the bigger plan. Show that she on point like the top of the pyramid. Call her quits with your ex, tell her forget it, man. Come over and chill with me when I touch you, you shivering, yeah. Ooh, gotta let you know, can't let you go. Yeah, it's like Fab a little more. You don't know how you look to me. And love was a crime, be a crook to me.
I know my shawty is the baddest, yeah. Every day I gotta have it, you know I gotta have it. Cause I never find another to replace you. When they see you, I'ma only go hate you. Your shawty is on point, on point, on point, on point, on point. Do you know how you look to me? Love was a crime, be a crook to me.
Yeah. One word describe her, shorty awesome. Yeah. Chanel dress, shorty gorgeous. It's cute to me when you mad on the FaceTime. Cause she hate it when I pause. I wanna take it to a special place. Buy you things like MCM, that's my baby's taste. She said, TM, I'm a MCE. Yeah, I'm the man she crushes every day. From the looks, girls meant to be. Red bottom when she welcome, murder on the scene. Baby girl, you the one I need. I spread my arms, baby, come to me.
I know what you wanted, take what you wanted. We can go fast or slow. I'm holding you high, below up the skies. I want everyone to know.
I know my shawty is the baddest, yeah. Every day I gotta have it, you know. Cause I never find another to replace you. When they see you, I'ma only go hate you. Your shawty is on point, on point, on point, on point, on point. Do you know how you look to me? That was a crime, be a crook to me.
Your point like, yeah. You know you're the baddest one in my eyes, right? That's how I see it. It's me and you, right? It's me and you, right? Yeah. Whoa.
Halt. We got a special person that walked in the building just now. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, kids. I'm back. It's me. It's me. It's CED. Segment 2 underway. Before I start segment 2, we had a few basketball games on today. Well, this over the weekend. Pacers.
Shoot it.
Your days are numbered. Ever since that game 7 post-game press conference that you did, the classless things you wore after you won the game, not before you won the game to make a statement. Yeah. That's why y'all about to be out of here.
They don't really have days. They have like tomorrow to figure it out.
If I'm Boston, I smell blood in the water.
Yep. I mean,
why wait?
That's what I keep telling you. That's what I keep telling teams. Like, listen, when you are in this position, you just gotta put the nails and on the casket. Just hammer them down. Be like, nah. Next season.
At one point, the Boston Celtics were down by 18 points in the second half.
Yep.
Storm back, won it by 3.
Typical Boston behavior.
Which means, do the math, ladies and gentlemen, a 21-point swing in the second half. The Pacers gave him everything they could give him, and then some. With the backup point guard, I think it was Nemhard. Gave him 32 points. 4 rebounds, 9 assists. You can't ask a player to do anything better. Especially your backup point guard.
No. You can't. Those are like career highs.
Especially in the postseason. With the elevated pressure that you're at.
Elevate.
And for them to squander it down because of Drew Holiday. Lock and key.
Once you lock him up, you gotta throw away that key, bro. Ain't not released, man.
No. And then, I want to say a quick PSA. Milwaukee Bucks, yeah.
Boy, you can't do that with me.
We need the Bucks to
Yeah, we do need that one.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh man. Oh man. Man.
I know it's here.
Broken Skull, come on, girl. You gotta have it.
What y'all did over there, it's the opposite of a star show, I'll tell you that.
Yo!
Silly.
Bozos. Clowns.
Oh man. Listen, man. Consulting, bro.
You had a coach that was there. First of all, you never should have fired Mike Budenholzer, to be quite honest. Can we admit to say that?
No, I think he definitely earned his cachet after winning that championship.
Won
over
your
there.
chip in, I'm not the franchise's first, but since Kareem, which is damn near 50 years ago.
Yeah,
Just
pretty
about.
much, yeah, I think over.
Okay,
Yeah, it'd be over because I think when they win, was it like 71 or something?
something like that when
Or 78.
Kareem won it.
Like
But it's been a while.
It's been a
It's
minute.
a while.
It's been a minute.
Okay, then you got Adrian Griffin there. He led you to 30 and 13. Granted, his defensive scheme wasn't really up to snuff, but offensively, okay, got you 30 and 13. You fired him midseason. Then you put in Doc Rivers, ended the season 13 and 15.
Yeah, he was a consultant.
You stop it.
Yep.
So what? I'm only pointing
Stop
out a fact.
Stop it.
I'm only stating a fact.
Stop it right there.
I did not say anything that wasn't true. He was a consultant for the Milwaukee Bucks. That is a fact. He was a consultant for the Milwaukee Bucks, who were hired by the owner of the Milwaukee Bucks. He then transitioned to the
Midway
head
in the
coach.
season.
Midway in the season.
The head coach.
43 games in, he was promoted to the head coach position at the Milwaukee Bucks
After the All-Star break.
after the All-Star break. Okay? So he felt that it was in the best interest of the team for the Milwaukee Bucks to part ways with Adrian Griffin, who won 30 games out of 43 and put himself in a position to take his job.
Oh, wow.
That's just the truth. There, you can't slice this any other way.
Giannis, you've gotten 2 head coaches fired.
Yep.
Well, actually, no more.
Well, he's
Because it wasn't Jason Kidd there
yeah.
his other couple years.
Mm-hmm. But again, well, the thing is, Doc Rivers didn't get the benefit of the doubt because he didn't have Giannis at his disposal.
No.
Tell you what, though, next season gonna be a whole different story.
It better be.
I mean, for someone's sake. I'm not
It
talking
better
about.
be.
I'm not talking about Giannis. We know he's gonna be there. Yo.
So, yeah. So, bye-bye, Pacers. It's over. Tonight is game 4. Yeah, let's pack it up. Boston, Boston, please. Can I drop the
Finish him.
Just finish him. You guys have propensity to just let the rope go. You know, in the tug of war. You know,
oh, they got us. Yeah.
Just to make it hard on you. There's no need.
You know what you do, boss? Here's what you do, right? If you can't hold on to the rope, what you got to do is you got to tie it up to an anchor, right?
Exactly.
That way, when the patients decide to let go, you just put your hands back on the rope. Oh, we got it.
There's no need. Just end it.
You know,
crack that door open there behind you. Just push it open. That's for the temperature jump up a lot. Wide open. There you go. Yeah. So end the game. There's no need. Just end it.
Don't toy the food.
Don't toy the food.
It.
Just finish it, bro.
Yeah.
Just you know, end it. Minnesota, like Joe Biden would say.
Come on, man.
Oh.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook, bruh. 3 straight games.
It was in it.
3 straight games. You are in it to win it. 3 straight games, and you've blown off 3 of them in a row. Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns. What are you doing? Are you leaving what the elephant leaves on the showroom floor at the end of games? Huh? A minute 30 on the clock with 17 seconds on the shot clock? You're only down by 4? And you jack up a 3?
Womp, womp.
Yeah. Big Cat turned into Kit Kat. So
He went 0 for 8 from 3. Give me a break. You know what? No, Cat. No, you deserve this. You deserve, Cat. Because it kept you out of game 3 in the 4th quarter. You must have powdered around the place. And then for game 2, they kept you out in the 4th quarter because you played like stir fry. Then for game 3, they put you back in the 4th quarter. And look what you did.
Shoot it.
0 for 8. If you make 2 of those, you win the game. Now, granted, the shots he put up, it wasn't like, you know, some of those threes was all. No, it was on set, but it just rim out. Hit the rim one part, hit the rim one. It wasn't like a air ball.
More of the story, Big Cat. If you would have hit him with the hezzy and then at the 3-point line,
lean your body in something.
Yeah.
Because he made his free throws.
Foul. That's 3 shots, bro.
Then like some of the plays you play in the game, I'm like, bro, what you doing?
You see it?
Yeah, I see it. I know, I see it. What are you doing?
Listen, man.
You wasted. Ant-Man had a crazy dunk, bro. In the 3rd quarter, he went ham on Gafford. I mean, ham just like, he cocked the back and ran. And when he did that, from that point forward, it was a nip and tuck game. Because I think the Timberwolves were down at one point in the game. They were down by 15 points was the biggest lead they had. And Minnesota dropped 35 points in the 3rd quarter compared to 27.
Bro, we still gonna see the dunk. It's gonna be in the highlights
of nothing. There's no point.
What the hell?
And it's like, bro, what are you doing, Cat? Yo, this dude be just stumbling over the place. You're not a guard.
Yes, he is.
You are a power forward.
No.
Get yourself. I get it. I get it.
It's a point forward.
Because of spacing, you can't congest the paint because because Anthony Edwards can get there. But bruh, when you got a guy who's on you 6'6", not even 6'5", back your big butt in the paint and punish him.
Almost reminds me of Ben Simmons. He had nobody on.
That still bothers me to this day. That's why Iron Walt said that.
Yeah, he made a good pass. I mean, it was a better decision than Big Cat made. Gotta get back.
Cut your malarkey, okay?
Shit. Big Cat said, "Listen, man, I can stretch the floor." Oh man, you try to get a quick 2 for 1 in a minute 30. It's all right, man. You get to look. You get to, come back next season. Look at this footage. Learn from it. You get to do it all over again, man.
These dudes make me sick. Big Cat make me sick.
Don't believe the hype. You got gassed, man.
Don't believe the hype.
And it's like, bro, and then he's had a terrible series this year. Terrible Western Conference series. Just awful. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I gotta give Lucas some credit because, listen, for the past few years,
he's gotten there and he's been getting snuffed out. But
he's getting snuffed out.
Dallas finally got it right.
But listen, I gotta tell you something. Between, I think, a few years ago when Golden State Warriors won the chip and they took out the Suns, some of these players been having shockers, bro, against Luka, man.
Yeah.
Absolute shockers.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. If y'all don't recall the game I'm talking about.
He said that at one point? Yep. So Cat said it in 2021, I'm the greatest big man shooter of all time. So far this series, his amazing stats are 15 points per game, which is pretty good.
Now he was really feeling himself.
But you shot from the floor 15 for 54. 3 for 22 from 3, including the 0 for 8 tonight.
Oh. Yeah, I'll shut the hell up, buddy.
Listen, man, you gotta believe your own hype out here.
Be your own worst hype man, though.
Sometimes, if it ain't falling, bro, just get to the mid-range.
I do that. It's about to do.
See, Iron Walt, he makes a statement that says 3 is greater than 2, right? We know this already, right? But I always say 2 is better than 0. That's what I always say back to him. Because if you miss, now you're either down by -2 or -3. Or you might get lucky and get a 0, a stop.
In context, it's actually worse because when your big man is shooting the 3, that means nobody gets a second chance.
And Rudy Gobert is him against 3 guys down low.
And then you backpedal against Kyrie. Kyrie's just like, easy pickings.
Yeah, when he made that stupid shot in the fourth quarter, what the shot clock going down, bro, Kyrie went back on the floor, danced on him, and jaded in his eye.
Yeah, you gotta do it. He did it to Steph, so nobody's exempt. So I'm just saying. Yeah.
Not right now. I take later. So I'm just like, I'm over it. Open it, open the door, open it.
Big
Thank
Cat,
you.
We just saying you could do better.
You should do better, bro, and you don't. You just make me just. I'm disgusted. I don't want to talk about it no more. So look, I think Minnesota's a team can win at least 2 more games, but after that, I'm done with them. I'm done. Get them out my screen. Get them out my face. I don't want to watch any more games. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm waiting for the NBA Finals to start.
Me too.
Because I think the Finals start with June 6th.
Oh, yeah, June 6th.
Yes, so it was May 27th?
Yeah.
If this over before Wednesday night, bro, it's almost 10 days break.
And then he said, Anthony Edwards said they had 31 free throws. We had 17.
No, that ain't an excuse.
Ant-Man.
That's not Ant-Man. No.
Ant-Man, you know what I gotta tell you? I don't care. You were still in the game.
You're still in the game, bro.
Figure it out.
Because the other 2 games, you had more free throws than they did. You were still in the game.
You sound like you're making excuses right now, Ant. Are you making excuses?
Don't do that, Ant-Man. Don't do that.
Sound like you making
I
excuses.
like how you talked. Even when you lost, you still talked the way you talked. Don't do that now.
Now you know.
What you need to do is look at your man, Karl Anthony Towns, and say, what the hell are you doing on the court, bro?
Puff out your chest, big dog. Don't be down 3-0. All of a sudden you out here pointing fingers at people. Nah. Keep that same energy, man.
No.
You kept it against Denver. You kept it against Phoenix. Come on, big dog.
And I had hope for these guys, man. I'm like, bro, they're playing well. Mm-hmm. You swept the Suns. Mm-hmm. Remember, people had the Suns beating them.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And then you went against Denver, and people had Denver beating y'all. And you came back.
Y'all wiggled away. Y'all wiggled away from the depths of hell.
Know what I'm saying? Bruh.
Now they really put you to the soil. You know how to act, huh?
I want to see. Can they do? You think they can do it?
Hell no.
Because I think teams down 0-3 are over in the NBA.
Normally that should be the case.
3-1 they may come back from 3-1, but 0-3 in the hole to win 4 straight games. Highly unlikely.
I don't believe they could do it because they've already listen. I can only go by the recent information I have. They've already shown they can't close a deal in close games. So unless the opposite happens, where they run it 4 straight and in convincing fashion, no, because they've already shown us 3 times they can't be trusted down the stretch.
And like, this is what the glaring need for the Timberwolves are. That the Dallas Mavs have. The Dallas Mavericks have 2 bucket getters. And if you give them, you make a mistake, you make it cross the error, you give them any little wiggle room to come back in the game, they're going to do that. And Luka's been getting that alley-oop dump pass all series long. And I'm looking at poor Rudy Gobert. I'm like, bro, Mike, can you stay in front of your man?
No, you can't stay in front of Kyrie.
One of y'all got to stay in front of these dudes. Because if Rudy Gobert steps up, it leaves the alley over his head.
You got to have a defender that's willing to deal with at least 5 to 6 different counters by Kyrie.
Yeah.
You got also
even Luka.
Luka as well.
And Luka's been getting that, he'll sidestep, the fadeaway, and then shoot.
Well, he ain't got nobody to worry about. That's gonna really, be up under him physically. So I'm just gonna. So it's just gonna be going to candy store,
mind
bro.
you, the guy that has the assignment is McDaniels, and he's been doing a pretty good job all season, even during this playoff. But it's like, bro.
Well, listen, man. It's
and they're killing me softly. Well, they're killing me softly. Sorry to cut you off.
They're
killing me softly when Dallas gets these alley-oops, and I'm looking back like, Cat, why are you not there to help out, man? What you there doing? You got poor Rudy trying to figure out which way they're gonna go.
And this is my thing, because I was watching older clip, but it was within the past few weeks with Arenas, McCants, Rashad McCants, and Kenyon Martin, and there was pretty much he was trying to make the case, not McCants, but Kenyon Martin, Gilbert Arenas was making the case as if Rudy Gobert wasn't deserving of the defensive player of the year. Mind you, Kenyon Martin said that the 3 that he got in Utah, he deserved it, but he's trying to make the case that he wasn't deserving because of the game that they had, because of the games that they had against Denver when Rudy wasn't there because of the birth of his child. My thing is just like, that's only a sample size of information. You can't tell me that Rudy, even regardless of all the elite perimeter defensive play by the others, he anchors that defense.
Yes.
They're trying to say he wasn't anchoring that defense.
He does.
There's a reason Minnesota got him, because they were trash defensively.
And he anchors that defense really well. But they're not doing any favors by like, for example, in Game 3, right? Yeah. When they did pick and roll and they had Rudy Gobert on Luka. Switch. If I was Jim McDaniel, I'm fighting through that switch. I'm not gonna let him step up and do that. No way.
That's what I'm saying.
Ain't no way. No way.
Because my thing is, going back to that point, Arenas and Kenny Martin was trying to say, if you guys believe that the Timberwolves would have won that series without Rudy Gobert,
you bugging.
You guys are sniffing dust. To be honest,
you bugging.
It wasn't happening.
No.
It wasn't happening, and McCants was trying to make the point, like, bro, like they got him over there for a specific reason. Yes, he has other players that play elite defense on the perimeter, but the buck stops at him.
Yeah,
he's altering shots. He's
the last line of defense.
He
shouldn't be the first.
He's the best guy to guard Jokic. If Jokic don't got to deal with no type of big man in the presence, what do you think he's gonna do?
Barbecue chicken.
He's not gonna have. He's just gonna be chilling at the point guard position, picking y'all apart. Who's gonna guard him? Ant-Man? Let's be serious. Yes, they did a fantastic job on Jamal Murray, but that's only one piece.
Yeah.
You know, so my whole thing is like that whole thing was skewed, and it's just like don't try to make it seem like the man is a liability. He's definitely not a liability on the defensive end.
No.
He you know, you don't get 4 DPOIs in my opinion, and you're just a bad defender.
No, you're not. So Minnesota, you got a rough ride ahead of you. Maybe you can make it happen. You gonna see. But let's move forward.
Mm-hmm.
I am Walt. Has a story for us.
Yep. A man pleads guilty to theft of a solid gold toilet worth $6 million from Blenheim Palace. This story was covered by Leanne Colorium. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your last name wrong.
Time out. So a guy took a toilet, a golden
A
toilet.
$6 million
The
gold
man
toilet.
took a $6 million toilet.
Yep.
Does it spray gold flakes out the water?
That would be a sight to see, to be honest with you.
Because I'm just trying to figure out a $6 million toilet.
Vanity, bro. It's vanity. It's ego.
Go ahead.
A man has pleaded guilty to stealing a toilet made entirely from 18-karat gold and worth more than $6 million from the English stately home where wartime leader Winston Churchill was born. James Sheen, age 39, pleaded guilty to burglary, converting or transferring criminal property, and conspiracy to do the same at Oxford Crown Court. The fully functioning toilet was installed at Blenheim Palace in 2019 as part of an exhibition by Italian artist Mauricio Catalan called "Victory Is Not an Option."
Mm-hmm.
The unusual artwork titled "America" was stolen in September 2019 of that year, just days after the exhibition opened. According to the police, the theft of the artwork titled quote, "America" causing extensive damage at flooding at Blenheim Palace.
So the man just took the toilet, huh?
Thief.
No, I mean he just ripped it out and just let everything just.
I mean, listen, man, that's the giveaway. Like I said, like you know, like if it was up to me, like I said, you hire a plumber and a replica artist.
So nobody decided to. Well, if it's a rush job, then you're gonna rip it out. But at least cut the water off or something. That way, the toilet still stays. You know what I'm saying? It's not a mess when I leave.
They're just sloppy and not thinking thieves, you know, and not among the elite of thieves, because my whole thing is like, I'm not putting a rush job on a $6 million item. Now, if this was a thing that you could steal on the fly, like maybe like a wallet, or maybe cleverly lift some jewelry like as you're passing, that's one thing. But something like that, it's gotta be some Ocean's 11 type stuff, to be honest with you.
I get it. Go ahead.
Sheen appeared at court via video link from 5 Wells Prison, where he's serving a 17-year sentence for various thefts that range from stealing tractors to high-value trophies from the National Horse Racing Museum in Newmarket, with a total of 400,000 pounds, which translates to $503,000. $503,000.
So basically, the man stolen $6,538,000.
Yeah, about $7 million worth of stuff, or about $7 million worth of value of
over the years.
Yeah,
man,
this guy is just it's terrible.
Klepto to me.
Three other men were charged in connection with toilets theft back in November, but pleaded not guilty. Michael Jones, Frederick Sines, aka Frederick Doe, and Bura G, ages 38, 40, and 40. Michael accused of burglary, while Frederick and Bora are accused of conspiracy to transfer criminal property. The men are due to stand trial in February next year. Bruh, could it be me? Could it be me? Fellas, no. Get a job. This is 2024. What do you do with your life? Petty crimes. I hope these men ain't fathers.
Well, if you're getting away with $7 million worth of items, I'm sure you fathered a kid along the way.
That ain't the profession. That ain't the occupation to participate in and be a father.
Hey man, hey, I watched the the small Ant-Man. He was a professional thief,
and you know, and then he changed.
Sort of.
I'm just saying, like, my whole thing is, like I said before, if you're gonna do these type of things at that level, you got to be more organized. You got to be more organized in so many different ways. Because the greatest thing about, you know, a leader is them knowing that they're not great at everything and they're able to delegate people who are.
Yep.
You know, like when I think about, you know, and this is just from a fictional standpoint, when I think about like great movies or even like shows like the most recent one, Money Heist, there was a plan after a plan after a plan and plans just in case certain plans didn't go through. Like if for those who are familiar with Money Heist, the professor was not playing around, bro. He was not playing around. For like overall, you know, throughout the series, you see a more human, a more emotional side. But in these type of things, he's very methodical, logical, and realistic, and prepared for the most part at all types. From like the plan going according to plan, and also having to improvise if there's like, you know, if there's like a what's the word I'm looking for? If what's the, like, you know, man, and okay, I found it. You know, he's also down to improvise and fix loose ends, pretty much. Like like hearing a story like this, if you're going to steal at that level, you gotta be better. You gotta be more organized. I'm not saying it's right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's right, or I endorse this. I'm saying that at that level, listen, it gotta be more sophisticated, more airtight. It gotta be. It can't be this sloppy.
Well, they knew what the F they were doing.
Facts. There's too much to lose.
You know what I mean?
You know,
and if you mess up, it's the, you know, consequences.
Absolutely.
And you said they got him video recorded in jail, so you got locked up already. So now he's getting more time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Some people got to realize, is it worth it? Sometimes it's not, man.
Not in this era of society.
No way.
Not in this era of society where there's camera phones everywhere. There's recordings everywhere. This is not like 20, 30 years ago where things were easier to get away with.
Nah.
You know, everything is being tracked.
Especially in an urban setting. They can just follow your car around wherever they, you know, different cameras go at.
Absolutely.
And then that's it.
Bro, you would literally have to move like a monk to get away with this. No paper trails, meetings.
Or if you do drive around the city, you better make sure you get out the suburbs area and get into anywhere, you know, a little dark spot where you can, you know, make the drop.
Facts.
And get about your business. But trying to do crimes in these urban areas nowadays, it's pointless. They follow those Ring cameras down the block, and now you're SOL.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this all this was done in England, and they have like that CCTV stuff everywhere, bro. Yeah. Like what do you really think he was gonna? How far did you think he was gonna get?
I was gonna get real far.
Because unless you gentlemen were planning to steal it that day and leave the country, y'all wasn't doing nothing, bro.
Nope. I know. Okay, this is Trigger 5000 featuring Bossman Dlow. It's called Ain't Goin. And when we get right back, we got new segment number 2 with myself, Ceddy said.
G6K.
See you guys in a few minutes.
On the one that they depending on the one that makes it happen. I'm from Monticello, Florida, baby, I'm not from Tallahassee. No, I'm known for getting flock off and running up that cabbage. Gotta watch how you lay on the bed, it's rats off in the mattress. Hate when I pop out and pop it, I don't get no That I need to play around with this shit, I bet I get them touched. Won't catch me doing no floss, cause it ain't in me. Them niggas ain't really real for real, they putting on an image. You know I'm off the block for real, been wireless from the piston. Need a housekeeper for hire, cause I been fucking up the kitchen. Need a rack 8 for the Z, I do the half for Cam Kitchen. Told them flock a change a lie, but they ain't wanna listen. Tell 12 to get up off my dick, I'm chillin', I don't do nothing. Send a bitch and get a whack while I'm somewhere out the country. Even though that good and all, I'd rather go get some money. Fucking up his chicken on that, cause he a dummy. Lying about that motion, they ain't having and they know it. I'm the one turned up the trap for real and all them know it. Like 10 on me right now, me off and I throw it. Ain't nothing like them mother on game, I ain't going.
I ain't going for nothing. Is you crazy? I'm a real street. Ain't tolerated. Re-up with the plug, hit the kitchen, get in the lab. Cut them up and bust them down $100 slab. Put your arm in the bowl and work your wrist, baby. Pull off in a basic car, pull up X6, baby. I make 500K like my name trigger. I'm a count chicken, bossed up, paid. I'm from Barcelona, Florida, where we 5% the trucks. I spent 60 on this chain, ain't nothing getting tough. 400 grams on my wrist, I'm up. I put it in the face, I don't get no Don't be talking about no motion, you know you dead, bro. I spin your right pocket on a Montclair coat. It's crazy how you need baking soda to cook coke. You ain't having nothing but problems, you look po. So I'm lit behind these tinted windows, these diamonds hidden. I can't let her throw me off, so I'm on a mission. You ready to die by that? Oh, that silly dude ridiculous. I just left out Lennox. Well, this shit here slippery.
Alrighty then. Part 2. Ceddy said.
Go ahead.
Hit me with it, my boy.
Pretty much, I'm glad. One of the few times the government's going to actually help us out, and put our taxpayer dollars into good use. The U.S. government, along with 30 state and district attorney generals, have filed an antitrust lawsuit against Ticketmaster and LiveNation. According to The Verge, the U.S. Justice Department in 30 states, district attorneys generals have filed an antitrust lawsuit against Ticketmaster and its parent company, LiveNation Entertainment, alleging that it has a monopoly in the live ticketing industry that enables to illegally suppress competition. So the DOJ alleges that LiveNation's dominance, which spans ticket sales, promotions, artist management, and venue ownership, has given the company unfair commercial advantages over its rivals. In particular, its alleged ticketing monopoly has reduced consumer choice, resulting in higher prices, according to the government. LiveNation owns or controls over 265 concert venues in North America, including to the DOJ, which includes more than 60 of the top 100 U.S. amphitheaters. So
from the Garden to MetLife
to the amphitheater in California, the Hollywood Bowl. That's what we're saying.
They own all that. Well, sorry, they don't own it. They are directly in charge of ticketing sales for all these venues.
Pretty much.
That's crazy.
But we allowed it because thanks to Obama, this is one time I will blame Obama for
in
this.
2010. But then the merger of Ticketmaster and LiveNation. And, it's not the government's fault.
He allowed the merger to happen. There was concerns.
Yeah.
Most people voiced concerns like we should not do this because we see the writing on the wall. This will be unfair for the consumer as well as the artist.
When I mean that, it's not the government's fault. For the things of that nature, like entertainment or i.e. video games, things of that nature, I don't think the government takes that in consideration as a big time thing.
Well, here's the thing. We all want competition. We all want choice for our, because for competition means there's better products down the road and innovation with said products. So we don't want one company to own everything and then you're stuck. Like prime example, EA owns the rights to Madden in an NFL license. And that game has been crappy ever since
2K was better.
Yeah, since it had pretty much exclusivity rights to the NFL and NFLPA. And truth be told, if you couldn't even do right by the man who just passed away, who made you probably trillions of dollars, and give the audience a decent Madden game. The man passed away in 23.
Yeah.
You couldn't give him a proper send-off by giving a good Madden game to the point that even actual athletes got in on the bashing of the game. But you don't care because you're the only game in town, so we're going to spend money regardless. And it's on us as well as consumers for still buying this game, the game is shite. Listen, I can't talk crap because know what it is? I buy Call of Duty on a regular basis.
Hypocrite!
All right, I own it. But you know what it is?
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
I get it, bro. You got it.
Yeah, that's about one game I will buy continuously. Cause I'm a big Call of Duty fan. I love Call of Duty. I've been playing all weekend actually because of the double XP weekend and stuff. But that's besides the point. It's the best shoot 'em up game out there. Period.
Do you think it was better than Counter-Strike?
That I cannot say.
Okay.
Because honestly, I'd be a fool to say that.
Just
Without Counter-Strike, there wouldn't be a Call of Duty. Let's just keep it 100.
Just asking.
No, I know you're gonna say like, yeah. I know you're ready for that trap. You take me for a trap. I see you. I see you already.
What
man.
trap? What are you talking about?
But moving on, because like I said,
For the world, I'm gonna put it out there for them to see.
okay, this guy. And truth be told, like we just recently saw something like this happen in the game industry with Microsoft closing down a lot of studios within Bethesda. Recently costing thousands of jobs right there. Like one studio was Arcane Austin, which was responsible for the horrible Redfall game. They didn't want to make a ton of developers left in the process of this game being made. And on the other hand, you had Tango Gameworks, which created Hi-Fi West, which is one of the most critically acclaimed award-winning games of last year. And this is why I'm so against mergers, because when you have mergers, the people who didn't want this is going to suffer regardless, because they'll lose their jobs. The IPs become property of that company. You can't redo another one because pretty much we probably a tax write-off or whatever, and it's over. Like, prime example, another one. Reason why I hate mergers. Your man David Zaslav is the reason why the NBA left Warner Media, is going to NBC.
David Zaslav.
David Zaslav.
But his name sounds familiar.
He is a graduate of Rempel High School.
He runs NBC?
He runs Warner Media, which runs HBO, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, CNN.
He's from around here?
He graduated from Rempel High School, yeah.
What year?
Probably in the 70s.
Wow.
But he's from here.
So because of this guy,
we're
going to lose inside of the NBA.
Yes.
Well, so here's what I heard about inside the NBA.
I hope Chuck.
So I heard Chuck, somebody's production company, they can still keep it going. And mind you, I believe they had it inside the NBA on NBA TV.
Yeah.
So they can probably move it from TNT to NBA TV.
If they were smart, they move to NBA TV and YouTube.
They could probably move to YouTube too as well to do that route. To have, but then you got to bring them in. And
no, but they have crossover appeal. You don't want to lose your audience.
No, you don't want to lose your audience.
That's truth be told, not everybody has NBA TV.
It's funny you talk about crossover appeal. I believe Stephen A. Smith has a
YouTube show.
No, that too. But he has a documentary coming out, basically explaining where is this going to go as far as sportscasting nowadays.
Well, here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. With YouTube and social media, you have more voices that are not opinionated, they're not biased, they're not beholden to corporations.
It depends.
Or marketing dollars. Because here's the thing. I follow Chisel Adonis. Shout out to my man Chisel, Brooklyn. I follow Urinating Tree.
Funny thing about him.
Yeah.
I think he just got blocked by Ryback.
Yeah. Man, I'm not saying much. Ryback's a piece of crap, man. Let's go 100. I'll say it to his face. I don't care how true he is.
Just one on Instagram says, Roy back.
Well, he is Roy back. And you don't think he's juicing, you are the fool of the highest order.
So he antagonized him and he got blocked.
Okay, big loss. I got blocked by a has-been wrestler who cut his nose to spite his face and ruined his wrestling career to the point he's been blackballed by the entire industry for being unsafe and being a douchebag.
I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
Jersey's own Chisel Adonis.
Jersey? I thought it was Brooklyn.
I think he's from Jersey.
My bad. I thought he's from Brooklyn. My bad.
Could be from Brooklyn. I don't know. But either way, he's still a funny guy.
Yeah, and I follow Urinating Tree, and I like 5 point vids. I like...
you even got Cam and Mace on
That's Good Sports. It is what it is. Amazing show.
So,
you have Scooter McGooter.
I believe that Essie was talking about...
Barry McCockiner. That's his name. I'm not being cursed. That's his actual name. Barry McCockiner.
I'm saying that...
you have
they're trying to show where it's the next step, because it used to be ESPN,
Fox Sports, CBS Sports, NBC Sports.
You've seen that
they're dying off.
Now they're dying off. But I give Air First State credit. they saw the writing on the wall early.
Yeah.
So they were the first ones to jump onto YouTube clips,
Yeah.
short stories,
You have
social media. You have to adapt.
Like it's good enough they were on satellite radio.
Yeah.
So you hear the shows live on radio,
Mhm.
but to be on social media and also on YouTube is a big deal.
And on podcasts now, they have
Yeah.
on a podcast. That's how I consume my first steak. I consume through podcast format.
YouTube for mine.
So I get to watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah. So they see it. So I can't wait till the documentary comes out explaining the new guys in the town like Kenny Beecham, because he had Kenny Beecham on First Take a few times.
Yeah.
And on the Stephen A. Smith show. So
Look, prime example, Pat McAfee's killing it right now.
Pat McAfee came from YouTube.
You know what I mean, and look what happened. He got the multi-million-dollar contract with ESPN right now.
Yeah.
And the WWE as well on top of that. So it's
He's
like
caking everywhere he go.
like Peter Rosenberg, pretty much WWE and ESPN Radio.
It's in Hot 97 still.
Yep.
When he wants to come in and out.
Yeah, there you go.
So-
Like
I mean, I think it's good to say that Stephen A. has wisened up, because for the most part he was looking
like a fossil.
Not only that, I won't say, not necessarily say that, but not from that context. He was looking down on a lot of the YouTubers that doesn't have the platform he
or
has.
the credentials he has.
That's why
you know.
That's why, like, when you say looking down, I understand that, because
he's elitist though.
Who are you? I put my 20 years in the grind.
I went to school, got my degree.
So for you to come out of nowhere and think you could do this right here, I get it. But
and I agree, because you know what it is? To a degree, you have to have some credentials
Yeah.
to have your words
To
carry
work, exactly.
weight and actually know what the hell you're talking about, and have the knowledge and accoutrement to know how to cater to your audience without being a total D-bag about it.
No, he clearly had the knowledge and the work ethic, and but he also had the networking. Like, you can't take anything away from Stephen A. Everything he has,
he is ESPN at this point.
He's earned. But
he built it.
Yeah.
But I could only say that, like, whatever these YouTubers have done thus far, they didn't do this overnight. Nobody got a million subscribers and
built it.
thousands or millions of views overnight. So like
Exactly.
my whole thing is, and a lot of why ESPN in a lot of viewers' eyes or has inspired this, because of their segments and what they talk about.
Yeah. You know what it is, though? I feel like ESPN in its time has lost its way from what it was back in the day growing up.
No.
To a degree.
That's for you. I think for me, they're opening the door more.
No, but hear me out. Because you don't want, news with your sports, but unfortunately, reality is news and sports are intertwined.
Yes, but blame that with the pandemic.
Yeah.
That's kind of started it all.
Yeah.
And then, you had the George Floyd situation.
The Kaepernick
You had
situation.
Kaepernick situation. You had Donald Trump.
Yeah.
See what he said? So that kind of merged them together.
And people can say, it's just the sports. But the reality is this, sports and politics have been intertwined since the days of Rome.
Yeah.
So let's do 100.
Let's be very clear. The minute you having flags, military, national anthems, you're choosing side.
Remember though,
Yeah.
that was the military service paying the sports like NFL, NBA to showcase that.
I think what Walt's trying to say is
Still
this.
politics
No,
behind it.
you're right.
You lose all credibility to complain about people taking a political stance. That's kind of your own, because of your stance is being painted all over the NFL, the NBA,
Speaking
MLB.
about stances, did you hear that Harrison Butker speech he made
about that college, at the college, the Catholic school and stuff?
I find it comical.
You know what it is? Here's the thing.
What
How can you say something like that knowing these
D-bag.
girls spend tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars
Is she a doctor?
to get a degree, and then for you to say, "Oh, your place belongs in the kitchen,"
Yeah.
and cooking it and feeding me
Wildin'.
and having kids.
Wildin', bro.
He was a tread wife.
Yeah.
And listen,
Bro, what you doing?
to my audience out there, if that's what you want to be,
It's 2024, bro.
No, but let's just say to the audience, if that's what you want to have in your life, a tread wife,
Go get
more
that.
power to you. Go get that, but don't diminish every other woman who wants to have their own free will to decide what to do for their lives.
He looked crazy big in that.
You look like a total douchebag by saying what he said. Like, listen, I understand.
I didn't
I understand.
see it.
It's a Catholic school, and even the Catholic school themselves say his opinions do not reflect those of our.
Because it looked bad.
Yeah, it's very.
But
bad.
I heard that's not the first time he made statements like that before.
No, he didn't. No, he the first time.
So
either.
it's not like the first time he went on
Dude,
stage.
his entire team disowned him. from the quarterback to
Yo, go make kicks, bro. Don't talk to me. You kidding me?
The time is on the stove.
Yeah.
God.
That's that Chuck joke.
Oh my God.
Yo, Chuck. Listen, Charles, man.
Listen, at the end of the day, listen.
That was years ago. He made that joke. though.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
But he learned though. He wants to f up and learn.
Yeah.
Gail King put him in his place.
Yeah.
I guess.
So.
But moving on. Here's the thing. To each their own. If the woman, if you want to do that and be happy with it, more power to you. Do that, but don't handicap the rest of your sex because you want to live a life and you try to impose that life on other people. That's just
like
BS.
the same people when they go overseas. These American people and
in Mexico. Have you seen the things we going to Mexico? How these white people go to Mexico and they try to impose their will on Mexico. Dude, there's towns in Mexico right now in which Mexicans cannot go into only for white people and their own security force and everything like that.
Because
they're
these kind
barred.
of people working remote jobs. A lot of people that was working remotely
Go
in America
overseas,
go overseas and still work their remote
and
job.
the dollars go a lot longer.
Yeah.
Listen, for the mothers that want to be stay-at-home moms and raise their kids, if you have the luxury to do so in 2024,
Go for it.
And you have a
That's
you have
your
a man
business.
that loves you and that allows you to do that. That's your business.
But the reality is this is give it a buck. The way these are in this country in terms of financially, you need a two-income, the globe in general, you need a two-income household in order to function and survive. And I hate when women keep saying, what I bring to the table? Well, guess what? Then I can get, sorry.
You're right, you're good.
I can get that type of thing on a weekend. I can rent for it. I don't need to pay for it. I'll rent. I don't need to buy it. I'll rent it. Like, I don't need to own it. Like, it's like, come on. I hate to be that guy, but the reality is this. I hate when women are like this. Like, I see so many podcasts and clips. It's like, who raised y'all?
I hope the cootie cat can go pay the rent.
No, this
pay the bills.
This is why I say it's
directly from.
Like, I'm not trying to come over as some red pill guy.
No,
I'm not.
No. You're listen. We get it. I'm not saying. And this is why I say it's a luxury. I saw a video a while back of a very, very attractive woman. Her husband and the father of her child does really well for himself. I think she was like in a Mercedes with red leather seats. This might have been on Spiritual World.
AMG.
And she was talking about being afforded to basically do nothing as far as having to work. And my whole thing is that the thing with women is they always treat the exception to the rule as if it's the norm. That's why you hear these things. And I won't say all women, but there's a group of women who see women like that, and they think that should be the norm.
And that's like 20-25% tops.
And it's not.
And here's the thing. I just know this woman who came over from Europe, and I told her, listen, man. She said, how come you have no kids or have no wife or girlfriend? Like, listen, man, honestly, reality is this. I'm so looking because I'm looking for a woman that we're working as a team and not be on some one person income type of mentality. Because listen, the way things are in this country, we need a two-income household. We need to work as a team to make things happen for ourselves. We can't just depend on one person all the time. And what happens if that one person gets hurt? Or that one person loses his job? What's going to happen?
She'll leave you.
Of course you will. And of course you will. And I told her that flat out. That's what I said. If you don't want to build with me, then don't be with me. And that's just what it is. And she said, but that's not how it's supposed to be. Like, woman, you just got here in this country. I don't know and this is what exposed to you for who you are as a woman. And if that's your lane, go for it. That's your lane. But reality is this, you're a beautiful woman. You got ugly real quick. What you just said.
The thing with these women is a lot of them want something that a lot of them want the same things that they don't have. They don't have the look for. They don't have the look for, or they don't act the part to get what they want, which is no different to when they say like, we're not interested in guys building. We want you at the finish line. It's the same equivalency. Like, if you want this 6-figure guy, do you look like a 10? First of all, do you act a certain way that would attract that man?
Exactly.
So if you don't have, if those two things are not really intertwined, you're not gonna see these guys. They're unicorns to you.
And then the problem too is that people think, what you just said.
Yeah.
I want a 6-figure man. I want a man who's 6'5" or above.
Yeah.
Do you know the odd numbers of you hitting that?
Dude, it's like winning the lottery.
This is why I say
There's less than
women
10 guys.
always think the exceptions are the rule, and
Like,
it's not.
In America alone, there's less than 15%
You know?
of men who are eligible bachelor range that make that much amount of money and of that height.
Yeah, even less than that. So it's like,
Yes.
mine's not. It's you no.
Like the basic man in America makes about $50K a year. I pull, not trying to boast whatever, with the two jobs I have, close to $66,000 a year. With no degree, nothing like that. And yet that's still not enough for some women because they think I'm a poo butt for that.
Let's keep it 100. There's just a lot of women. Okay, let me stop saying a lot. Let's just say that there are just some women who just are very shallow.
You know what it is? It's my fault because some of the women I'm attracted to as well are not mental, and I didn't know that. And then I gotta be aware of that and just don't avoid them with like the plague as well.
Who would have said it? Oh
Like
my God.
women want,
This is why you gotta start with coffee dates. You get them talking,
and that's what I do. And that's why
you really gauge to see to see who really is what.
And I've been very successful with that because and I've been very successful with that because I've been going a couple of coffee dates. Some worked out, and we went to another date, went to a dinner, and went to a day we spent in the museum, hanged out, bought her lunch, and then I took her to a bar. We hanged out, played a little bit of pool, and then things happened.
And
that worked out for me.
And I stuffing their face full of crab legs and stuff.
Well,
They
you
gotta
can't
talk
do
to really
that
find
with
out who they are.
My man.
You know?
I mean, but no, ain't gonna fall like
You can't do that with me.
Yeah.
nah, but I can fall like that dude who I'm gonna be like that dude. I'm on abort mission. When I crab leg lady, remember that crab leg lady in Georgia? I only eat crab legs, the oysters.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, what, $80 in oysters, and the
Not
dude
me.
abort mission as he should. Good man.
When that tomahawk steak, them cheddar bay biscuits can't save you, and you gotta talk and hold a
dude.
conversation and be interesting. Woo,
I got some
man!
I got some bad
Man,
news for you, man.
that sound dropped mighty
It's
fast.
funny you talk
I
about.
got some brand news. We're gonna segue to another scene right now. I got some bad news for you, homie.
It's funny that a lot of people, when it comes to those coffee dates and trying to be interesting,
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yep. You can't. You have an actual conversation.
Women in this time period,
And some men
depending
as
the
well.
age they are, they can't carry conversation.
And some men
bro.
as well.
They cannot because
Man.
of social media. They're so much into themselves. Outside of that,
Dude, and trust me, I could talk my ass off. Y'all know. I can have a good conversation for about 2-3 hours
And
on any topic.
this is you know, and this gonna be a hard cold truth for a lot of you women from like that range from like I'd say 25 to like 35 of this era women.
Even 40 and up.
Yo, real talk. You know, unless you got more than, you know, things that you could talk about off the spiritual world. Yo, these old women gonna kill you. They're taking all the dudes. I'm telling you this right now.
And this is why
shrimp on the bobby.
I'll be honest with you guys.
Yo,
Here's the thing, guys. This is why, you know what? And I see a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna get a white man." Go ahead, get your Western white man. I'm cool with that. I hope you're happy with that. But don't be mad at me when or men in general when they get their passport and go overseas to Cartagena or go to like Thailand or go to like the Philippines and find yourself a wife or find yourself a girl, and then you can't be mad at us for that. Because you're gonna do you, we're gonna do us, and that's just what it is.
Bro, I will never acknowledge women like that. I won't even give them a conversation.
No,
I'm not even.
I don't even be mad at
Don't
you.
do that.
I'm not even trying to understand it, bro.
Like, honestly, truth be told, I want to have a black wife. I'll be honest with you. That's how I want real talk.
You know why? You know, like I said before.
But all I get is not gonna happen. It doesn't seem like it's gonna happen.
You know why I don't acknowledge it? Because it's just such a dub. Like I've been watching clips of that 20 versus 1 with the balloon and stuff like that. And when you look at some of the reasons why some of these women would deny these guys,
dude,
oh, he's not tall enough.
Or I like his clothing.
Or I don't like the way he dressed.
Or talk to like my little brother. Like, what?
Or that one, or the one they say so loosely. I prefer darker men. Could you imagine if I went up there talking about, you know what? I just like fair skinned women.
They will destroy you online.
I would be done. I'd be done.
Handsome double center.
It'd be food for me. It'd be open season on me, bro. But women could just casually say, I just prefer darker men.
That's her business.
That's wild to me.
If that's what you like, that's what you like.
See, but here's the thing: you can't have a preference.
No.
As a man, you cannot have a preference.
But the thing is, you can't hold that against me though. If that's the type of thing you're leading with, you can't hold that against me. Just like, you know, if you say like, you know, forget these black dudes, I want to go to white man. I'm like, this one dude say, you know,
have fun.
That's like me saying like, yo, you black women, they really ain't nothing. Let me go get this Polish girl right here.
See,
Like,
but here's the thing: it is what I care.
It's a problematic norm.
Yes,
that need to end.
And this is why I say honestly, straight up, I will never crap on a black woman ever. Period. If I date outside my race, that's not how you're supposed to do it. Period. But don't be mad at me
For picking who you pick.
Yeah, because she loves me, genuinely loves me. Then I won.
Yeah.
And honestly, at this point, like I said, I'm 41 right now.
Couldn't tell.
No stress.
Look
Water.
Look at this guy. Look at him in his white queen. Look at him.
Judging
you, giving you stink faces.
Look at Donald Glover. Prime example, Donald Glover.
Oh, they
prime example.
It was all on dude. After This Is America.
Yeah.
The minute they found out he had a white queen, woo,
and mixed breed kids, they were on his ass like flies to crap. And I was like, dude, but here's the thing though. You didn't like the black nerds. Blurs weren't in for y'all. And Ceddy with women as well. Black blurred women as well. Y'all didn't check for us.
Nope.
Y'all didn't think we were sexy. We were nerds. We were lame. We like anime. We like video games. We
now
like
all of a sudden that's the whole new thing.
It's a new movement.
That's the end. That's the end.
It's a brand new wave now. Like just actual blurred cons. Just actual like big conventions in Houston. Run by the RDC World guys.
DreamCon?
DreamCon. I want to go, but
you in the passenger side with the older kid? I'm going to theater.
Like, I was a theater kid. I played 6 instruments in high school.
I'm going to theater.
Freaking, I'm a nerd. I love anime. I watch Adult Swim to this day, 20 years later.
Like I said,
I hope it's still there.
What?
Next 20 years, Adult Swim.
It's ain't going nowhere.
Warner's moving.
It's not. Honestly, Zallow's gonna get fired soon. It's gonna happen.
A lot of them are fickle. This was still a good dude who was really talented. Could sing his you know what off. Could rap his you know what off. Is just a great actor.
Dude, he can write, act, and sing and rap at the same time. Dude's a gifted dude.
Yeah, I wasn't checking for him. It's not till he had these finest hour moments and glowing up. All of a sudden he's this and that. Yeah, I wasn't there.
Dude, Atlantis one of the
finished product.
Atlantis one of the best shows I've seen in 20 years on TV, hands down. And I wish anybody would question that. No. And y'all weren't checking for them then.
But they're checking for him now.
This is why you got to respect women like shout out women like I think Pauletta Washington, Denzel's wife. She saw a diamond in the rough.
Yeah,
she wasn't gonna throw it away because it wasn't polished off yet.
Because they had no money.
She saw what she saw and she rocked with it. Like
up and down.
These type of women are a dying breed,
and they're harder to find than a diamond in a coal mine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what that woman was a blessing. Yeah. That dude was struggling in theater in the city. And even on his first date, he couldn't even pay for his first date. And she got him from Jump, from 1978, I think, right?
Yep.
And look what happened. How many years later? Almost 50 years of marriage together.
Still together.
Because what women don't understand is like, yeah, sure, I'm sure there'll be a small percentage of simps that'll take care of y'all after they're at the finish line. But it's just like a guy having to endure like, the psychological and physical things to get to a certain point where he's good. Why would he want to marry you?
Like prime example,
I already have all I need. Well, you're not really. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Like prime example, with the whole situation between Future and Sierra and Russell Wilson, because now people are still crapping on Future. Like, listen, we don't know what's what in this situation between Sierra and Future. You don't know she was a bad girl. You don't know she was, a trash girlfriend, this, that, and third, or abusive, whatever. You don't know that. But we see on the outside. We see Future be, huh?
It's like what Bill Burr said with the Chris Brown situation. How did it get to that point? How come nobody ever asked that?
Yeah, and look what happened. And then y'all want Russell Simmons. No, sorry, you want Russell Wilson's, who did come in and simp your way to a new better life.
It ain't happening.
And here's the thing, though, you didn't want. So why do you want that type of Russell Wilson from Jump? You want the bad guy, but supposedly the bad guy didn't work out for you. Now you want the nice guy because after you're 2 kids deep. No, that doesn't. No.
All I'm gonna say is he could have still looked the same handsome dude, God-fearing man with good values. Is she giving that man a shot without the football career? And the money? That's all I need to know.
Like Jay-Z said himself. Like Jay-Z said best in that song. Unless you F with a dude on his own merit and not the way he dribbles or draws or balls or draw lyrics, you are a.
Yeah.
Sorry. It is all what right. It is.
Yeah. My turn.
I went off the rails on that one.
You're good. Sorry for all the Ticketmaster people out there.
Yeah.
But hopefully y'all lose money in your stock.
Yeah.
F y'all.
I'm listening. I'm an investor. Sorry.
Yep.
I take advantage of these type of things. I'm sorry.
I get it.
But no, it is.
I would too.
It's funny that hold on. Before we move on, I want to do that thing we did before with when my man answered Artemis Gordon.
Go ahead.
because he said it point blank.
Also, the John Bellion clip, I'm going to put it inside here, too.
All right.
I got to a place in my career, we sold out 10,000 people at Jones Beach. I mean, it was like the height of everything for me, and it was right around the time I figured out how my LiveNation contract worked. And it was right around the time I figured out how my record deal actually worked.
And how did that make you feel?
It was like panic attacks. It was like, oh my gosh, if A plus B equals C, I'm never going to pay this back. I'm going to be on the road 11 months a year just trying to pay back. LiveNation, they're getting everybody coming 12 ways, 12 times a Tuesday.
Are you with LiveNation?
No, I paid myself out of the deal. And then I had to pay 25% extra on what they advanced me. When you figure that out on the road and you're thinking, man, why did we buy 300 rolls of toilet paper? Why do we have to spend this much on catering every day? Wait a second, what? In my contract it says...
Because it's not their money, it's
you got to
yours.
spend this much on catering and it comes out of my pocket?
Yeah.
But then I have to pay an advance back? And by the way, the advance that you have to give me is only on hard ticket sales. So the concept's called peanuts, parking, and alcohol. When I sell out 10,000 people at Jones Beach, the person who buys a $20 hot dog, I don't see a dime of that. The person who buys $40 for parking, I don't see a dime of that. And the person who buys $20 vodka and Red Bull, I don't see a dime of that. And then you advance me $1 million and tell me I'm rich to then find out that you're making $4 million a night. It takes me 36 shows to pay back the $1 million you advanced me.
It's a loan.
It's a fake loan.
It's a fake loan that it's like, we're going to give you a loan so you can make our money off of your creation.
And then it hit me, oh my gosh, they own all the venues. It's a monopoly. So then now they just want my body in this room so they can sell food and alcohol. So then they're going to make tons of money. And then they got me like schlepping around the United States talking about, I want to be famous. So when you figure that out, Joe Schmo pays $20 for a hot dog and I don't see that. And if I'm only making my advance back on hard ticket sales, that means I have to sell out every single venue in order to not go in the red because I'm only paying my advance back on hard ticket sales. And by the way, they reserve the right in the contract to put the tickets on sale. So when it's $100 a ticket and they do their summer blowout sale, the tickets are only $10. So instead of me paying back $90 a ticket, right before I go on tour, they drop a John Bellion sale and the tickets are only $10.
Go ahead.
Pretty much my man answered my question. He does a question session every now and then. And here's what he said about the whole situation. I asked him, do you think that the Ticketmaster LiveNation monopoly will finally end? And he said, as a response to the question, these congressional hearings to break up the monopoly is mainly because of her, Taylor Swift. White folks only move on something when their money is affected. I surmise quite a few higher-ups were verklempt over her ticket prices and the struggle to get them in the city of their choice. When it became cheaper to go to Europe than, let's say, Philly, that's when actions to address the outcries finally became serious. And he's right. Because nobody said anything when Beyonce was selling tickets for like the same amount of money, if not more. And people went to Argentina, flown out, got an Airbnb, and got to see front row tickets, and it costs less in Argentina for all of that, with trip and airfare included, than it is to go to California to see it.
You imagine?
That'd been cool.
You know what I'm saying that is? I go to another country, have a better experience with this concert than in my own home country.
See,
Greed.
said it's setting me up for failure.
Greed, people. Greed.
For my next story.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't call it greed. I just call it,
Capitalism.
No, you call it capitalism. I call it unbridled greed.
Listen, before we start, and this is what I'm gonna say. I view money just like I view sports. If you're an active participant and you play at an elite level, you could never have too many championships.
Yep.
Just like you can never have too much money.
Yeah.
I stand by that statement.
Dude, 30 of the richest man on the planet has more wealth than all of us in this country combined.
We know this.
When is enough? What, you got to buy more? You got to build more underground bunkers in your island fortress in Hawaii?
I put it like this: as long as I'm alive, I still got. As long as I'm alive and I still got to eat, I still got to drink, and I still got to pay bills and taxes. There's never no such thing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
A couple weeks ago, our esteemed co-host.
Mm-hmm.
member of the crew.
Yep.
Made a statement about Taylor Swift. He's calling her out.
As I should.
He's been calling her out for a while.
Yes, I have.
Taylor Swift, you want to see the planet? Stop taking your PJ to get a hot dog. And I said, we all know. I don't want myself. We always tell him that, hey, maybe the hot dogs, they are fresher.
Listen, man, I want to go get a Slurpee. I took my Honda Pilot and drive my silly ass to the 7-Eleven down the block and then you and get my damn Slurpee. I'm going to take a private jet to go there.
I want the Slurpee.
It's not a jet, man.
See, you don't understand. I want the Slurpee at the Denver, Colorado altitude.
Where they actually clean the
you know,
machines, right?
No, not with the clean, because of the altitude reflects the sugar content that's in the Slurpee. Because, the high altitude, you know what I'm saying? That's why I want that one, not the one that's in Manhattan. Ugh.
Okay, Bill Nye, that's fat science guy.
Listen, man. Listen, man.
If I want my elevation Slurpee, I'm going to get my elevation Slurpee, okay?
You think get the same effect by sitting upside down and drinking the Slurpee like that?
No. I want the elevated version, okay?
I'll put it like this.
Go ahead.
Do you think if I have the option of a flying bison, I'm taking a boat or a horse to get to my next location?
Exactly. Give me the flying bison.
Give me the flying bison.
I got to show off,
kidding
man.
me?
What?
Shoot. A flying bison?
And this is why when y'all make it in life in this podcast thing, I'll be the hobo in the group, right? Hobo said, I'll be rocking the tether up Kanye West clothing with the big ass hole.
Listen, man.
The Negro
I get it. You want to be like J. Cole on stage. I understand.
Listen, man. We can only sell out once they buy them, bro.
Exactly.
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
Okay? That's what I said in the PJ.
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
You want to come?
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
You said, take the train if you want to fly here. I don't care. We'll meet you there in 2 weeks.
You fly a commercial? Oh, man, the Clearport. Oh, no, I gotta get the Clearport.
Y'all
What?
the worst.
Wait,
Y'all
wait
to
for
the
2
worst.
hours. No, I'd rather walk up to the tarmac.
Y'all to the worst.
Listen, Unc and Ocha had this very same discussion. Who could blame Unc?
Yeah.
Yo.
Unc like to move this way. Oach likes to move this way. It's their choice. Anyways.
Yeah. More legroom.
So, yeah, exactly. I want to. Let me stop. I want to join the Mahal Club.
You
ass.
Yeah, man.
I gotta fit in that.
Trust me, man. I want to join that club. Take an overnight flight.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Do you know that there's a flight that goes from, I think, Emirates? Mm-hmm. They have beds there.
I know.
Yeah. I can join the club then.
Man. Listen, man.
Oh, man.
Slaying a top prospect at like 40,000 feet in the air? Man.
Life-changing experiences. Anyways.
Man.
So Ceddy said, was calling out Taylor Swift. And, we rib on him with that one. Because, I like Swifties. I like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
But I don't like her for this story. Taylor Swift, I'm coming for you. The reason why I'm coming for you is Singapore's Taylor Swift concert Eras Tour. She was touring for her album Foul Play. Taylor Swift performed her tour in Singapore March 2nd to March 9th. It was her only stop in the southeast region of Asia. The reason why this was her only stop is because Singapore and Swift struck a deal on top of her already revenue record-breaking tour to only perform in Singapore. Swift was paid additional money to make Singapore her only stop in the Southeast Asian region. Roughly, Swift was paid between $2 to $3 million additional per show. In total, on the low end, Swift made $16 million per show. On the high end, $24.5, $25 million on the high end. Okay? In additional revenue. Already, tickets for her show in Singapore before the fees were $300 over there, compared in America, which the fees hit around, the show tickets and the fees hit, I think it was $1,000, $2,000 per ticket, in America. Swift made roughly on the low end $16.5 million per show. In total, on the low end, overall, she made at least $132 million in total revenue per show.
And the high end, trying to get about $500 million.
Yes, on the high end. Mind you, she did second, third, fourth, fifth. I think she did 5 or 6 shows down there, maybe more. The reasoning behind the deal is additional local revenue that the locals generate when Swift comes into town. With fans coming in domestically and internationally, the shows usually bring in anywhere between $200 to $425 million in additional revenue in Singapore. Fans and government officials criticized Swift and other global artists for choice stops on the tour, often skipping Asia and Africa. Sometimes these skips are often due to the infrastructure capacities of the host countries. Also included into that are government policies on art and entertainment, transportation, and skilled workers to work the tour. In overall, profit margining rules supreme. Tickets on the off days went for $300 compared to the high days, they reached $550 per show. Ceddy said,
"Yep,
you can gloat."
Yep.
You got me here.
It feels so good to be right. Oh, so good.
I can't argue.
Told you,
I read
man.
it.
These billionaires are on a different type of mindset, man.
I was shocked.
Really surprised a woman got her heart broken multiple times to be a cold-hearted chick to the rest of the world. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it.
Now,
you guys F me over, I'm going to F up the world.
For just picking Singapore as our only stop? No. If a country's willing to pay me extra funds, I'm going to go get that bag.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Mama needs a new private jet.
Exactly. I need to fuel my private jet. Yes, I told you. I have to fly to Denver for the altitude, okay? I told you this already. For the proper Slurpee. But don't you understand? The proper Slurpee consistency is better at higher altitude than lower.
I'm going to go you Big Mac from Radio Mac from the radio show because you are the CEO of the Big Mac Club, man, for real, man. Like the type of fat ass out here on display.
I don't know. I'm just saying. That's probably what her logic is. Or maybe they rotate the hot dogs more frequently for her at that specific location.
You are a billionaire, woman. How about you have your own hot dog rotation machine in your own house?
I need to travel to catch fresh air, so I'm going to go outside.
In a private jet?
Yes.
Pressurized air
yes,
in it.
Yes. And go experience the nice fresh air in Denver from that Slurpee machine that I like, okay? Okay? Instead of the hot dog rotating in Philly 8 hours, I go to Denver, only rotates every hour, okay?
So you go to 7-Eleven in Philly, you go to Wawa.
No, we didn't go to Wawa.
Jackass.
I told you. We're going to go to Denver. I told you that already. That's why I want my Slurpee, okay? At the altitude.
The perfect altitude, yes, I know.
The perfect altitude, perfect height.
The perfect brain freeze,
Remember,
right?
what they say on Denver was 5,248 feet in the air?
Above seawater, yeah.
Wow. That's the perfect height.
Well, sea level, sea level.
Better consistency, my friend.
And lightheadedness as well. So you get the ultimate brain freeze, and you get lightheaded and you pass out.
And I'd go right back home.
I want to go to Denver for other reasons.
We know. You want to get high on the high altitude. We get it.
Yeah.
We get high and high. So, yes.
I get you, Nimbus Cloud. I got you.
You were right, Ceddy said.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You got it.
Yep.
And I've been holding this straight for months.
I'm telling you, man.
Because,
Hey, you want to give me that W.
I wanted to say it. I wanted to acknowledge you.
Thank you.
Face to face.
I appreciate that.
As much as I don't want to.
I appreciate it, sir.
I really don't want to acknowledge you for this one, but you got it.
I told you, man.
Over me.
These celebrities and multi-billionaires don't give a F about you. It's about me. Narcissism of the highest elitist out level right there, my guy. This is what it is.
Well, these countries are basically saying it's about them.
Yeah. Look at what happened just now. Recently this week, the government just passed a new bill in which they can't announce private jet traveling logs anymore. I wonder who that's going to help.
That's probably Elon Musk.
And Taylor Swift, because she was being embarrassed on social media about her using her flight for trips that will take less than an hour on the road.
My whole thing is I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, especially if you're a public figure. You know how these things go.
Yep.
You already got camera and paparazzi in your face. You probably have stalkers trying to follow
But his
and
thing,
monitor
though,
your every move.
these things are covered by the FAA. So it's public knowledge. Now it's not anymore.
We'll see. They'll probably change it over
beyond
again.
stupid. So it's like, hold up. You want me to expose you for being a hypocrite because it makes your brand look bad, but now you're going to pretty much block all free information for your flight logs for the world because you feel some type of way about somebody exposing you.
I told you.
Shut up with your
No one
damn
needs
hot
to
dogs.
know when I go to Denver. My slushy.
Shut up, man. Shut the hell up.
Listen, man. All I know is as long
That 5,000 feet makes a difference, man.
as long as these flights are accounted for by the necessary personnel, the public don't really need to know, to be honest with you, if we keep it all the way 100.
What I just tell you, bro? Stop checking for my Slurpee fetish, okay? Leave me alone.
I mean, listen.
Yes, the meat tastes better in Denver.
Listen, we could say in the grand scheme of things, it's excessive. But my thing is, like, these are normal things for people at Taylor Swift's financial stature. Someone be like, yo, we about to go to Bilbao for lunch, or somewhere in Spain for lunch, or we're gonna go get, I don't know, French fries for lunch. And meanwhile, they're probably in Cali, making a nice little flight to France just for dinner.
That's their business.
At Taylor Swift's level, it's that serious. I remember around the time, this was many years ago when Jay-Z was opening for U2 in Australia. I think there was like a cowboy hat and Bono was rocking. I'm pretty sure they had a plane to go get it or something like that. I remember reading somewhere a long time ago. So my thing is, like, these type of things doesn't surprise me at that level.
Because they're at that level.
Yeah.
That's like me driving back for, pair of sneakers. For them, they're going to fly back for their pair of sneakers.
That's what I'm saying.
That's their business.
And what pilot's turning down that gig?
Not me.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, y'all. This is Paper Riz. She has a lovely album out. Make sure you go check the album out. We get right back, and we're going to start the Wise Guys, and we out of here.
If this world were mine,
she wanna do with the wickedest time. She wanna 1, 2, 3, I'm a man. She said she never had it so deep. The back of my mind, she a freak. You been on my thoughts all week. I just want you to love me. You want the remix? Call me. You wanna leave me? Call me. You don't believe me? Call me. You know what I wanna be with? Call me. No, she wanna do with the wickedest time. She wanna 1, 2, 3, I'm a man. She wanna do that could turn to the fan. A man that can handle this biz like a man. She said she never had it so deep. I bet it I'ma make a deep though. You been on my thoughts all week. I just want you to love me. You want the remix? Call me. You don't believe me? Call me. You don't believe me? Call me. You know what I wanna be with? No. I'ma throw this one like a free throw. You just keep on dancing like a freak, watch your back, put your hands on your knees, keep on dancing to my beat, boss that ass, 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 boss that ass. Freako, she wanna do that, we can have sex.
You've been so good to me, beat all that I own. You've been so good to me, beat all that I own. You've been so good to me, beat all that I own. You've been so good to me, beat all that I own. So good to me, all that I own. So good to me, all that I own.
Get this through your head.
Wise guy.
You only exist out here because of me. That's the only reason. Without me, you, personally, every wise guy still around, I'll take a piece of your
wise guy.
West. You're blind. Don't ever go over my head again.
All right, you guys know what that means. All right. I'm Walt, and Ceddy says time for the Wise Guy. We kind of broke the Wise Guy segment earlier, so we ain't got to cover too many stories and topics. Question number 1, story time. Ceddy said, you invite your best friend to your crib, right?
Yep.
And on your countertop is your personal groomer for your nether regions. You got to keep down there, tidy. You know what I'm saying? Nice and smooth, some people. Or he's a little hairy, but hey, as long as it's nice and neat, you know what I'm saying? Not growing wild.
Exactly.
You don't gotta hedgehog in your pants. You know what I'm saying? So you go use the bathroom. You look at your countertop. You see your soap, the bar soap that you use, cover little hairs on the bar soap, and when you look at your Manscaped, it got a little hair in it. Now, mind you, when you last your Manscaped, it was clean. This time it's not. How you feel about that, my friend? Would you let your homeboy, and you call your homeboy up, say, bro, use my Manscaped. Did you? Yeah, I needed it, bro. You know, I want to try it out. How you feel, man?
It's been fun, kids. I'm going home. Bye.
Ask your question.
I like to decline that question. And
No. You got to answer it. How do you feel? What would you do?
Repeat that question again. The full entire question. I want to make sure I get this point.
You got it right. You get home. Your homeboy told you he used your Manscaped because he wanted to try it out.
No, we don't do that here. I'm not trying for you to OD on my stuff. And then, whoops, I'm sorry. I use up your stuff. No. We don't do that here. No. Don't touch my stuff. Please don't touch my stuff. Please don't.
Especially the Manscaped, right?
Yeah. Because God forbid you might have crabs in your area, and then I'm going to have to deal with that bitch. Like, come on, man. That's disgusting. We don't do that here, man. Like, who uses little man's razor, man? Who does that, man? I don't know. You might have a freaking mercury. You might have a wig on that thing. I don't know. Like, so like from under cheese, man, and stuff, man. I ain't trying to be smelling like your undercarriage. What's wrong with you, man?
It's like
That's wild to me, man.
It's like using your best friend's toothbrush. Like, what are you?
Yeah, you don't do that.
Like, what are you doing?
Then why are we doing this? Why are we being extra like this? Why?
I need to use the Manscaped. I had a quick date.
Dude, the Lawnscape
Amazon Prime, my guy.
The Lawnscape 3.0 costs $80.
Amazon
overnight shipping for 2 days. Go get yourself like I did.
Amazon Prime. You need it right now. Yeah, Amazon
I need
Prime.
it now. I don't need it the next. I need it now.
I mean, yeah, Amazon Prime.
No.
Yeah.
you say wait a day. No.
Yeah.
I want it now.
Yeah. Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Free 2 day shipping, homie. If you're lucky, if you live, you might get 1 day. Who knows?
You get a whole new one. You get to unpack and break in, bro.
Nah, I had to try a sample.
Nah.
I gotta see what it's about.
Nah, there is no sample.
You want someone to take your dumb ass to freaking Costco, Bill? Don't use my stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they sell it at Costco. I'm just saying though. I need it right now.
There's no sample.
Because I see the commercial. I want to try it out.
Makes you want to throw the whole bathroom out, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Makes you want to throw the whole bathroom out. So I was like, what else did he use? You know?
They remind me of Seinfeld when
yeah.
the girl used his toothbrush. He was like, oh no.
That's crazy.
Or when her toothbrush fell in the toilet.
She getting too comfortable.
And he forgot to throw hers out. So when she went to go brush her teeth, she used the toothbrush. In the whole episode, he just like, ugh.
Brother,
He never told her. I think that was the one of Courtney Cox in that episode.
Like, I mean, how would you tell someone like that? How would you tell?
I just throw it a toothbrush. I wouldn't put it back.
I mean, so it fell in the toilet.
Yes,
he
pulled it out and put it back. Rinsed it off and put it back. And then when she's not gonna go brush my teeth, he's like, "Oh no, don't do that."
See?
She went. I think he put it back on the countertop or something like that. I just laughed.
That's wild.
That's wild, disrespectful, and disgusting.
But you know, he was being cheap.
I don't know. Probably was in a rush.
Yeah.
Remember, he needed it right now.
Oh man.
See you. So you hear what you said? Oh, you gotta wait for tomorrow. No,
we gotta wait for tomorrow.
No, we're right now.
That shave is still gonna be the same. That itching's still gonna be the same after the shave. Ain't changing. Yeah.
So that's a no for you too, huh?
That's an absolute no. And I might reconsider the next time you come over or sleep over. It might be a while before I'm comfortable like nah, man.
For me, first of all, you're banned. You on banishment, okay? You're gonna be out my house for a while.
Yeah.
Secondly, that's officially now your Manscaped. That ain't mine.
Nah.
That's yours. That ain't mine no more. I don't want it no more. That's yours.
Some people take that whole "what's mine is yours" too
literally
in the crib.
Nah. And bro, if you in a pinch, you can still go buy like the pen blade and do your business with that. Granted, it might nick you, but hey, it still get the job done. I used to use the pen, the micro touch pen. I use those to shave down there. Then I got introduced to Manscaped, changed my life.
My whole point is like that particular. First of all, that is a particular region where that Manscaped is for use. Okay, this is not a multi-use per person thing. This is me.
Not a barber chair.
This is just me. This is not you. This is not no. This is no. You cannot borrow. You cannot use. You cannot even think that you can use it, bro. Like, no. It ain't one of them things. This ain't like, let me use a pen or let me borrow this book or something like that. I need to hold this vinyl record for what? No. This is hygiene. This is personal use.
Mm-hmm.
This is this ain't no, it's open any. No. Nah.
All right. Question number 2 now. Story time. Shout out to the good folks at Twitter. You guys never let me down. I will never call. First of all, let me lower this right here. First, I want to thank Soultronics for providing the beats for the podcast episode today. Shout out to you, Soultronics. Number 2, I will never, ever call Twitter X. Never. It's Twitter. It ain't X. Sorry, Elon Musk, not me. Sorry, it's Twitter.
X's love to tweet when they go their way though.
Sorry, it's Twitter. I would never call it X. Okay, moving forward. So I am Walt. Ceddy said. Here's my story number 2. I was live streaming my weekly Stay Positive and Prayer Circle show when my husband entered the room and demanded a divorce. Beverly, none of these kids are mine. I shot back. James, Jr., Gerald, Jace are your kids. I told you Jarrell may not be yours. Husband, Butch, I'm 0 for 4. He threw paternity papers at me. I was shook. I had no idea that none of our children were his. I know he's mad, but for our kids, our teens now, so he should move on. My husband confronted me while I was still live streaming and my business was out on the YouTube streets. My husband still lives here and he treats our children kindly in our home, but he's openly courting one of the women from my prayer circle. He used my card to take her on a date. I don't cheat anymore. How do I save my marriage?
Okay, let me get to this. All the meat and potatoes to this. First off, you women like you and women and the women to come after you are the reasons why paternity tests need to be mandatory.
Let him cook, baby. He's cooking.
You said you couldn't believe, or you couldn't believe the kids were not his. You knew there was a chance the kids were not his. You knew who you was letting in there. What are you, stupid?
No.
He's supposed to think that you're stupid or something like that. You knew that you were for the streets. Okay, you're for the streets. Women like you are for the streets and need a safety net. That guy was a safety net. The mere gall you could tell this guy to get over something like that. These are life-changing events, okay? Life-changing events. Get over it. The kids are grown. The level of arrogance. Yo, you're lucky he just threw the paper at you. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. You're lucky.
It wasn't assault.
It was just. It wasn't assault. You're lucky there was no Ike and Tina moment, bro. I'm telling you that right now.
Eat cake real fast.
Listen, y'all people in 2024 could hear this and take it however you want. But it goes back to Bill Burr's bit. Never a reason to hit a woman. 4 kids. 4 kids that are not his. 4.
Essentially, his lineage starts with him. Could you imagine that?
If this was the 60s, she would not. It would be more than papers being thrown at her. I'll tell you that right now.
Think about what happened, right? Yeah. Ceddy said, I am Walt. This man thinks that his children are his. When they get older, the lineage of the family lineage of his, suppose he should go through his kids, and it stops. It didn't happen. So his family tree is cut off. And you out here talking about get over it, Mom? You hear how you sound? Get over it? And then you got the nerve to be upset with him because he confided in somebody that knew him very well. And you mad at the woman he picked? No. Be mad at yourself for allowing it to happen.
Trying to save your marriage. What marriage to save? You didn't care? He's 0 for 4. What marriage did you care about? What are you talking about? Marriage? No. You should be looking. You are for the streets. Okay?
Baby girl, your marriage is done.
Ain't nothing to save.
Ain't nothing to save.
Unless he a sucker, he ain't taking you back.
Nah. Now, granted, he said one of them that he knew because she was out here following around. But the rest?
First of all, the fact that there was even one in doubt, bro. Listen, I'm on demon time when it comes to that prayer circle. They all getting hit.
Yeah.
They all getting hit.
That's probably why he picked the prayer circle to begin with.
Listen, I'm spreading the word.
Especially the one
you're
that
gonna hear
likes
that
me.
gossip everywhere.
The one that thinks I'm cute?
Facts. The one that secretly hates you, be like, oh, you don't deserve that guy? Oh, she getting the kill.
Yeah.
For sure.
And she's gonna treat him well.
For sure. I'm getting a plate every night. You don't have to ever worry about making meal and me not eating them no more.
Yeah. Ceddy said, how you feel about it? Come on, bro.
No comment.
No, you got comment, bro.
You know you want to be like, well, I oughta.
You want to be like, oh, the Milwaukee.
Oh, man.
Nah, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm good.
Women, I'm putting this out in the universe. The day DNA tests become mandatory, y'all's done out here. Bro. That one guy you was trying to trap that you thought was a sucker, the day they finds out that ain't his, he's like, oh man, I got my life changed. Woo! I dodged a bullet. To say get over it. You know
That's
how
the
different
part.
things could have
That's
been.
the part right there. What she said to that man to get over it. Don't do that.
Are
to
you
him. No.
crazy?
Because if that was you're not telling him to get over it. So don't do that.
Are you insane?
You can't tell him how to. That's the problem.
You know.
Remember how recently I think it was. Oh my God. Some rapper was like, "Oh, men being sent." No. Don't tell me to get over it. Don't do that. Don't do that, ma. No. Because if it was you, you screaming to the mountaintops.
Bro, we got women judging men for not wanting to be stepfathers. Now look at this. You women are validating why that's a bad deal in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, you're raising 4 children with a man that you clearly never wanted to be with.
Disrespectful.
There's no way you can tell me she has 4 kids
disrespectful
by a man and none of them are hers and that she wanted to be with this man. No.
Disrespectful.
You wanted to make sure you was taken care of.
Exactly.
Let's just don't be telling me
Keep it
ain't no
100.
marriage to say. What marriage?
He said don't want to make no comment because, he don't want to look like the bad guy. But you're right.
Your commitment wasn't to that man. It was to the streets.
Yep.
Come on.
And because he took care of everything
knock it off.
around you, he's such a great guy until you got caught.
Knock it off. Knock
So,
it off, you know?
Whatever happens to you, happened to you. I have no sympathy for you. All I have is if what you need to do is atonement. You need to be, forgiveness, and hope you learn your lesson. That's it. It's on you.
Listen.
Anyways. Oh, what you say?
Listen, these mandatory paternities are gonna keep you in line because the minute it ain't what it's supposed to be. Woo, man, that household, man,
danger.
A lot of boxes being packed. I'll tell you that right there.
Danger.
I'll be like, listen, that's the first thing I
Get on the ground
before you sign that birth
right
certificate. Because the minute that happens and that dude find out that kid ain't his and he ain't signed the birth certificate, woo, that's bullet.
Ceddy said, give me your handle, man.
Ceddy55 on IG, Ceddy Rooney's POV on fan base and Instagram and X.
And also, Maury, in this regards, you can kick rocks and it's a F you because you set this dangerous precedent. You know, when you be trying to shame these dudes after the kids ain't theirs. Oh, like there's a lot of men who raise kids that are not theirs. That
It's
wasn't
just
the point.
TV.
It's not just TV, bro. It's culture. He's in the fabric of the culture, bro. He's in the fabric of the culture.
It's TV.
It's not. These are paternity tests. You are not the father. And then dudes already attached and be like, it's all right. You still love her and this child, right? Men raise kids that are not theirs all the time. No, Maury. No. It don't go down like this, bro.
I get it. All right.
You know?
Give me a handle. I'm Walt.
I am _WAL. 4 T's at the end. A lot of you women just disgust me, to be honest with you.
You can find me at DJ Intence on all social media platforms.
Just tap. I'm for the streets. Please, just right there.
Follow the podcast page on the Record Podcast. Another lovely episode
Committed
on the
to
Record
the concrete
Podcast.
and them yellow solid lines. Trash.
He can't get over it.
Oh man.
I don't think he's ever gonna get over
I
this.
want to save my marriage. You need to kick rocks. That's what you need to do. I mean, you've been kicking them for a while now. I mean, I'm just saying.
We'll see you guys next week, man.
Man, disgusting.
Hey, Walt. I'm Walt.
It's crazy, man.
I'm Walt. Get over it.
Threw my whole life away to be 0 for 4. Oh, God.